Today I'm sharing a success story from a client of mine because I want you to know that you can manifest whatever you can think of, anything, easily, without any struggles. And you may be thinking, but manifesting a specific person is more difficult, it's more complicated because they are separated from me, because they have free will, they have their own minds. And all of these ideas are coming from one idea only. There is separation. And you're missing the point because that's the illusion. There is no separation. If you desire something, everyone involved in this can desire to give that to you, to play their roles in your manifestation. And the reason is because there is only one consciousness. Your desire is coming from consciousness. So the only thing that can stop you is your assumptions about yourself and others, your sense of limitation, your insecurities about who you are, what you have to offer, what you can achieve, your belief and trust in circumstances. If you desire to experience something right now, but you're thinking, I'm probably not going to get it, it's probably not happening, it's impossible, it's difficult, then that's probably one of the reasons why you're not getting it. But before I get into it, hello everyone, if you're new here, my name is Elle. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box, the information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. Although we are talking about detachment today, I would like to remind you that a very important part of manifestation is self-concept. Because when you start believing that you are a certain version of you, someone who has a lot to offer, who is confident, who knows who they are, who are in their power, who knows they are deserving, they are lovable, and you can add whatever you want, okay? But when you believe that this is who you are, it's going to be easier for you to believe that others see you that way too. And it's going to be easier for you to actually follow your instincts, see opportunities, and seize them. Who you want to be is in your hands. And for you to achieve what you want to achieve, to become the version of you that you want to be with different assumptions, different beliefs, a different mindset, you must learn to question everything that for you right now is normal, is natural, is true. Everything that tells you, you know, what you want is not who you are. And you don't have the potential to achieve it. It's impossible for you to get that. Everything that is not aligned with the version of you that you want to be. Self-concept is also going to help you to detach, because the stronger you feel in the new version of you, in the ideas, the assumptions that you are connecting with, the more you accept them, the less you will need the validation of others. So you are not going to go around, poking around, trying to figure out anything. You are going to rest in the idea of who you are. Then you are in your power and you are going to see magical things happening. I asked a client of mine if I could share this story because I think it's a great example of detachment. And a little bit to the background story. When she started working with me, she was separated. I believe it's been already a few years. And her husband was involved with someone else. So she had tried to manifest him and she had had a few successes, but nothing consistent. And she was really tired. She was like, I only want to focus on myself. I want to move on. A big part of the work was self-concept, of course, but another part was processing emotions, working through the stories, and many of them she wasn't even aware that she had. She is an amazing lady. She's very successful and she had a lot of things going on for her, but she was not able to fully appreciate herself, to see her value, to honor herself, put herself first, to really be confident about everything that she had and everything that she was and everything that she could achieve. Sometimes it might have felt like she was going a step forward and 2 steps backwards. And this is how it feels when we are dealing with a lot of things that we have been carrying with us and that doesn't suit us anymore. But you know what? The more confident she became in herself, the more she learned to bring her energy back to herself, not to focus on what was going on around her, but to focus on who she is, to trust that new version of herself, the more changes she started seeing. Long story short, between December and January, she started detaching, naturally detaching. She was not forcing it. She was being confident in who she was. She was honoring herself. She was setting her boundaries. She was detaching from crushes. She was not worried. She was like, if they show up, they show up. If they don't show up, I don't care. Life is amazing. Everything is great. And it was not forcing. She wasn't forcing anything. She was just feeling that. And she started seeing things changing, people being drawn to her. And then she found out that her husband and the third party were no longer together. So in our last session, we were talking about what was happening in the 3D, right? She was telling me, they went on a vacation and then they realized that they want to call it quits and they're not together anymore. And for me, it's like chess game, okay? You can see the universe moving everything around and opportunities opening up. So I asked her what her feelings about that were, because I could see clearly that now with a different self-concept, being detached, he's coming back. Everything is, working for her right now. He is on the way back to her. But the question is, does she still want that? And I could see, yeah, she did. But sometimes we still have, stories there's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not right now feeling like I want to put too much effort, too much thought into it. And it's totally fine because you don't have to. So I told her, you know what? Set an intention, anything that you want, and let it be. Even if it's a date, just set the intention that you're going to have dinner together, that you are going to go out together, and let it be. Go live your life, keep that detachment. But you can play with these things. And she was like, yeah, that's a good idea. This is a great thing to do when you feel resistance, when you notice that you have resistance towards what you desire. To set the intention and move on with your day, okay? Do not think about it. And I used to do this when I didn't even know about manifestation. Whenever I wanted something and I had doubts that I would achieve, I would just say, I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to achieve it someday. This is for me. I know. And if it's not here yet, it's because it's not the end. I'm just going to believe that at some point I'm going to experience that. And it always happened. So it's better to just go with that with lightness than, overthink and start picking things apart and making a case against you. The most important part when you're setting the intention is that in that second where you're thinking about it, feeling it, or talking about it, you are 100% sure that this is true. Okay. Afterwards, you move on. But in that second, this is your truth. So we talked about her situation for 10 minutes and then we finished the call. A few hours later, I get an email. Elle, you won't believe. My husband asked me out for dinner. I was very happy for her, but it did not surprise me. It did not surprise me that he was coming back. When you start feeling confident about yourself, when you honor yourself, when you are strong enough to set your boundaries, when you are not looking at things and situations like your life depends on it, then they are automatically attracted to you, to your energy. They want to be around you because you are detached. You are your own source of validation. Your trust, your confidence is in who you are and not what they are giving to you. So work on your self-concept. Work on your emotions. Process them. Gain confidence in who you are, and you're going to start detaching automatically. And you are going to start thinking like, nothing really matters because everything is working out for me now. because life is so amazing and you're going to start enjoying it. And that's when you know that things are changing. Things are coming to you, that you do not have to force anything. You don't have to try hard or work hard for anything. Your trust is in the person that you are. You got this, guys. That's it from me. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.